Hello all of you. Today we are revising The Making of a Scientist. The author is Robert W. Peterson. Clear? Sometimes a question can be, how does Robert Peterson describe the role of mother in the whole chapter? Clear? तो अब आपको उस टाइम पे स्ट्राइक ही नहीं करेगा कि कौन सा वाले चैप्टर की बात हो रही है. Clear? It is about Richard Ebright. ठीक है. Richard Ebright was he received so many awards and he worked in various scientific fields. So begin from page number. This is page number 32. At the age of 22, he was awarded Scout of the Year, and he worked on a new theory of how cells work. How cells work को circle करो. In an article in the Proceeding of the National Academy of Science, underline this, it was the first time this important scientific journal had even published the work of college students. इससे पहले कभी भी किसी कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट का वर्क, कोई आर्टिकल, कोई प्रोजेक्ट पब्लिश नहीं हुआ था. So this was the very first time an article of Richard Ebright was published. Clear? It was the first in the long string of achievements in science and other fields. Clear? An only child, Ebright grew up north of Reading, Pennsylvania. Underline this. Clear? Now, what did he do? Come to the last paragraph. He collected butterflies. He also collected rocks, fossils and coins. This is clear? When he was a child, he used to collect all these things. Come to page, the next page, page number 33. Now, this is a very important question here, and that is the role of mother in the upbringing of Richard Ebright, as well as how he was encouraged, motivated by the mother and his scientific nature was developed. Clear? Look at the second line here. He also had a mother who encouraged his interest in learning, took him on trips, brought him telescopes, microscopes, cameras, mounting materials and other equipment, and helped in many other ways. These are 2 points, and please write here the relationship between Ebright and his mother. I'm giving you value points, just 2 or 3 lines. Along with all these points that we are marking out, you will form your answer. They shared a very special relationship, and both were like companions. Ebright's father died when he was in grade 3rd. His mother would encourage his interest in learning, bring home friends for him, and spend every evening at the dining room table with her son doing things together. This whole table, you need not remember it. Clear? इसमें सिर्फ एक मोनाक बटरफ्लाइज हैं जिनके बारे में आप थोड़ा सा रिमेंबर कर लें if in case it is necessary. The last paragraph is again very important. His mother got him a children's book called The Travels of Monarch X. Underline this. This is the name of the book that the mother brought for him. Write the last 2 lines of this page number 33. See, the book which told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America opened the world of science to the eager young collector. Is that fine? Now what he used to do is he was in a habit of collecting butterflies. Clear? And in the end of the book there was one whole assignment sort of thing given to for research, given to all those who read this book. ठीक है? वो क्या था? That you see, this is Ebright was attaching light adhesive tags. This is line number 4, first paragraph. Underline this. Ebright was attaching light adhesive tags to the wings of monarchs. Monarchs butterflies को पकड़ के उनके tags लगा रहा था उनके wings के ऊपर, so that when they migrate and they are found at some distant place, कहीं दूर किसी जगह पे अगर वही बटरफ्लाइज मिलती हैं तो उनके टैग्स को रीड करके ये देख सकें कि ये बटरफ्लाई कहाँ से होते हुए कहाँ माइग्रेट करके गई. मोनार्क बटरफ्लाई. इज दैट क्लियर? See, he would catch a female monarch. Again, second paragraph, line number 4. He would catch a female monarch, take her eggs, raise them in the basement through their life cycle from egg to caterpillar to pupa to adult butterfly. This is clear that he used to raise all the butterflies. कैसे पालता था वो butterflies को, it's all given here. For then he used to tag their wings and let them go. ठीक है? Eventually he lost interest in this because what was the reason कि उसने पहले तो बहुत सारी butterflies tag करके ऐसे उड़ाई, लेकिन बाद में उसका इंटरेस्ट लूज हो गया. रीज़न बीइंग क्योंकि वो बटरफ्लाइज बहुत ज़्यादा पकड़ी ही नहीं गई. दे वर नॉट ट्रेस्ड बाय एनीबडी एंड दोज 1 or 2 बटरफ्लाइज दैट वर ट्रेस्ड दे वर क्वाइट नियर टू द प्लेस फ्रॉम वेयर दे वर लेफ्ट. ठीक है कि वहाँ से बहुत ही पास से ही 1-2 बटरफ्लाइज मिली, ज़्यादा मिली ही नहीं. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट कम टू पेज नंबर 35. क्लियर? Now, when he was in grade 7, तब क्या हुआ? It is again a very important incident of his life. He at the county science fair, underline this, and the question, very important question here is, why did Ebright lose at the county science fair? Write the answer here. Because he showed slides of frog tissues under a microscope, whereas the students who won prizes worked on real experiments. ठीक है, उसने क्या किया, एक फ्रॉग के टिश्यूज़ को माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर शो किया. दैट इज़ ही डिडंट डू एनी रिसर्च, ही डिडंट डू एनीथिंग रियल एंड प्रैक्टिकल. क्लियर? और जबकि बाकी स्टूडेंट्स जो विन किए उस पूरे अवार्ड को, उसमें क्या था, दे टुक अप रियल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स. क्लियर? Then he understood that how he should go forward. He should do some real experiments, he should do some research and scientific experiments properly, and that is the way he should go ahead with it, right? The next year, when he was in grade 8, underline this, he tried to find the cause of a viral disease that kills nearly all monarch butterflies, caterpillars, every few years. ठीक है? फिर grade 7 में उसने क्या किया था, फ्रॉग टिश्यूज़ को वो किया था. ग्रेड 8 में आया तो व्हाट डिड ही डू? हाँ, एक डिज़ीज़ जो कि बहुत सारी मोनार्क कैटरपिलर्स को किल कर देता था, उसके ऊपर उसने रिसर्च की. क्लियर? द नेक्स्ट ईयर इज़ वे अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नेक्स्ट ईयर हिज साइंस फेयर प्रोजेक्ट वॉज टेस्टिंग द थ्योरी दैट वाइसरॉय बटरफ्लाइज कॉपी मोनार्क्स. क्लियर? तो अब उसने क्या किया, ही सेड दैट वाइसरॉय बटरफ्लाइज copy the monarch butterflies, and he researched on that. He did a lot of work on that. Clear? Page number 36. In the second year in high school, he began to research that led to his discovery of an unknown insect hormone. Right? Underline this, unknown insect hormone. The question he tried to answer was simple. What is the purpose of tiny gold spots on a monarch puma? ठीक है. Now what did he research on? कि monarch butterflies के ऊपर tiny golden spots होते हैं, उसका क्या benefit है? The answer, Ebright and other excellent science students had to develop a device that showed the spots were producing hormones necessary for the butterfly's full development. Underline this. ठीक है, कि find out क्या किया उन्होंने, कि ये जितने भी स्पॉट्स हैं इनमें से एक सिक्रीशन निकलता है दैट इज़ अ हार्मोन विच इज़ नेसेसरी फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द बटरफ्लाई. क्लियर? एज अ हाई स्कूल जूनियर हिज प्रोजेक्ट वॉन प्लेस एट द इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेयर. अंडरलाइन दिस. क्लियर? अगेन अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इज इन द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ. वॉट प्रोजेक्ट did he do in his senior year? He grew cells from monarch's wings in a culture and showed that the cells would divide and develop into normal butterflies wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spots. ठीक है, उसने क्या किया, उसने सेल्स लिए, उनको डेवलप किया एक नॉर्मल बटरफ्लाई के सेल्स को, और फिर उसने ये प्रूव किया कि अगर ये गोल्ड स्पॉट्स में से जो हार्मोन निकल रहा है, अगर ये इनके ऊपर जाता है, इन बटरफ्लाइज को मिलता है, तो ये जल्दी से डेवलप हो जाएंगी. ठीक है, That project won first place in zoology at the international fair. Very important question. What was his project that won the first place in zoology at the international fair? A year and a half later, during his junior year, Ebright got the idea of his new theory about cell life. Ko circle karo. Circle this. It came while he was looking at X-ray photos of a chemical structure of a hormone. Clear? Now a very important question here is, what did the photos of the chemical structure of a hormone reveal to Ebright? ठीक है कि एक केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ हार्मोन की फ़ोटोज़ ने एब्राइट को क्या रिवील किया, क्या पता चला उसको? एंड द आंसर इज़ हाउ द सेल कैन रीड द ब्लूप्रिंट ऑफ इट्स डीएनए. क्लियर? कि कैसे एक सेल अपने डीएनए के ब्लूप्रिंट को कैसे रीड करता है, ये कैसे पता चला उसको? थ्रू दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट, थ्रू दिस ऑल स्टडी. इज़ दैट फाइन? Now come to the next page, that is page number 37 of your textbook. Second paragraph. Richard Ebright graduated from Harvard with highest honors. Second in his class. Ebright went on to become a graduate student researcher, please underline this, at Harvard Medical School. There he began doing experiments to test his theory. Okay? And please write here, which theory? Write here, theory about cell life and how cells can read the blueprint of DNA. Again, a very important question here is, what could happen if his theory proved correct? ठीक है, उसने क्या थ्योरी ली, किसके ऊपर स्टडी किया? Cell life and how the cells can read the DNA blueprint. Now what will happen अगर उसकी ये थ्योरी, ये रिसर्च, ये पूरा एक्सपेरिमेंट करेक्ट प्रूव हो जाता तो क्या होता, राइट? तो क्या होगा उसका इफेक्ट? एंड द आंसर इज पैराग्राफ 3 on page number 37. If the theory proves correct, it will be a big step towards understanding the processes of life. Underline this, understanding the processes of life. Mark it as number 1. It might also lead to new ideas for preventing some types of cancer. Clear? कि इस थ्योरी को अगर वो करेक्ट प्रूव कर देता है तो होगा क्या? नंबर 1 कि हम लाइफ के प्रोसेसेस को बहुत अच्छे से समझ पाएंगे. नंबर 2, टाइप्स ऑफ कैंसर और अदर डिजीज़ को प्रिवेंट करने में हेल्प करेगी. ऑल ऑफ दिस इज़ पॉसिबल बिकॉज ऑफ एब्राइट्स साइंटिफिक क्यूरियोसिटी. Clear? So if a question comes that Ebright was a curious child, and how does his curiosity matter into his gaining the scientific research or gaining all those awards and rewards that he was given? So it would be how his curiosity helped, that all the experiments that he did till yet, all of them would be told. Clear? Back now. Richard Ebright has been entrusted. Yes, now page 37, this is paragraph number 4. Richard Ebright has been interested in science since he had began collecting butterflies. Clear? Ebright also became a champion debater, underline this, became a champion debater and public speaker and a good canoeist and all-round outdoors person. Clear? That this is all what he did. He also was an expert photographer, particularly in nature, science exhibits. Clear? कि it's not like कि वो एक रूम में बंद होके और सिर्फ साइंस के एक्सपेरिमेंट्स कर रहा है. In fact, he did so many other things also and pursued his hobbies also. Clear? Next, Richard would always give that extra effort. Mr. Wheeler. Mr. Wheeler is the SST teacher. Underline this. This is third last paragraph here. Mr. Wheeler is the SST teacher. He explained Richard wasn't interested. All this would be working in our character sketch of Richard Ebright. Clear? Richard wasn't interested in winning for winning's sake or winning to get a prize. ठीक है, वो सिर्फ प्राइज़ जीतने के लिए ही अपने रिसर्च या एक्सपेरिमेंट्स नहीं करता था. Rather, he was winning because he wanted to do the best job he could. Right? For the right reasons, he wants to be the best. Clear? Next, the last paragraph here is the relevance to the title. Clear? If it comes that is the title justified, or what is the relevance of the title, this would be the last paragraph. And this is one of the ingredients in the making of a scientist. Start with a first-rate mind. Clear? Start with a first-rate mind. Add curiosity. First-rate mind means that you should have the curiosity, the desire to do something. Then add curiosity and mix in the will to win for the right reasons, right? And you should always have the right reasons to win. Ebright has these qualities. For the time, the book The Travels of Monarch X opened the world of science to him. Richard Ebright has never lost his scientific curiosity. Clear? So this is all about what does scientific curiosity play a important part in the making of a scientist of Richard Ebright. Clear? And this is all about the chapter. I'm just giving you 4 important questions for this chapter. The first question would be, how did Ebright's mother help him to become a scientist? Second question is, how did Ebright come in contact with Dr. Yugart? That is through the book, right? The Travels of Monarch X. Ebright started tagging the butterflies for Dr. Yugart. And when Ebright's entry in the 7th grade lost in the county science fair, he wrote to Dr. Yugart seeking suggestion and guidance in his projects from him. Clear? So Yugart के 2 points हो गए पूरे chapter में. First is that it was his book, right? And in the end he had given that assignment, and for him he used to tag the butterflies. Clear? The second point would be that Dr. Yugart, he just sought suggestion and guidance from Dr. Yugart when he lost in his science fair. Clear? Next, according to the theory of Ebright, why do viceroy butterflies copy monarchs? Write this answer. Viceroys taste good to birds and they eat them. But monarchs don't taste good, and so birds don't eat them. So in order to escape being birds' dinner, viceroys copy monarchs. It is a means of camouflage for them. मतलब कि viceroys butterflies जो हैं वो birds को बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं, वो उनको खा जाते हैं, ठीक है, जबकि monarchs का taste उनको बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता birds को. तो वाइसरॉय बटरफ्लाइज अपने आप को अडेप्ट कर लेती हैं, अपने आप को, अपने कलर्स को उस हिसाब से चेंज कर लेती हैं और वो कॉपी करती हैं मोनार्क बटरफ्लाइज को, ताकि वो इंसेक्ट्स उन्हें नहीं खाएं और वो बच जाएं. क्लियर? व्हाट डज एब्राइट्स न्यू थ्योरी ऑफ सेल्स अटेम्प्ट टू प्रूव? हैज़ इट बीन वेरीफाइड? द आंसर इज एब्राइट्स न्यू थ्योरी ऑफ सेल्स अटेम्प्ट्स टू आंसर हाउ सेल्स कैन रीड द ब्लूप्रिंट ऑफ इट्स DNA. Thus, it explains how cells get their shape and function. It is yet to be verified. अभी verify नहीं हुई है ये theory, right? Next question. How did James R. Wong help Ebright? The answer is James R. Wong was Ebright's college roommate. He worked as an assistant to Ebright. He helped him in drawing pictures, making models, construction plastic models of molecules and devices. He worked day and night and has been very helpful to Ebright's throughout his research career. Fine. Role of Ebright's mother is very important, I have told you. One question can be that do you agree to the fact what Mr. Weeder, Ebright's social studies teacher, said about him? Do you agree to it? So this is basically that Ebright had a very curious sort of mindset. Number 1 हमें ये डिस्क्राइब करना है. Number 2 हमें ये डिस्क्राइब करना है कि उसका कैरेक्टर स्केच कैसा था. ठीक है, एक साइंटिफिक बेंट ऑफ माइंड थी उसको, एंड ही ऑलवेज wanted to research more and more on things. He wanted to go deeper and deeper into scientific research. So all this has to be mentioned here. Clear? Or what, or जितने भी उसने projects बनाए. Now see, I'm just reading out this answer. Yes, I agree with what Mr. Weir said about Ebright. To win, because you want to do the best you can, is the quality of a winner. In school days, Ebright always got a straight A. The best thing about him was that he could always put in extra effort in whatever he did. ठीक है, जो भी वो करता था उसमें बहुत extra effort डालता था. He did not just pursue his research in butterflies, but also put it 3 to 4 hours at night doing debate research. He turned a lot of energy towards the debating and model United Nations clubs. He was a champion debater and public speaker, a good canoeist and an all-rounder outdoor person. Ebright was a perfectionist, right? Thus, winning came to him naturally. He wrote his success story by displaying exemplary commitment, perseverance, devotion and dedication for everything he undertook. He won not because he was interested in winning or for the sake of winning, but because he wanted to do the best job he could. For the right reasons, he wanted to do the best. Fine? Best of luck for your exams.